I'm going to steal and paraphrase something Adyashanti just said. Well, he didn't just say it, but I was listening to one of his talks, and he said that you can have a PhD in butterflyism, but it's not going to help you when you are done being a caterpillar. Can have a PhD in butterflyism, but all that is not going to help you when you come out of your cocoon and you're a butterfly. You're just going to have to experience it and trust your inner nature, that you will know what to do. And I feel like, in a sense, a lot of us are in this cocoon, and so we are caterpillars building these little cocoons, and we are building up knowledge. I have gone through phases where I've read lots of books, and it kept me busy, and I learned a lot. And sometimes, as humans, all that teaching does help us when we are caterpillars, and during our transformations it is related. It's not quite as simple as what he is saying, but there are times when it doesn't really help, especially when we're on the brink of something completely new, where a lot of our knowledge and experience is relevant, but not as relevant. So different types of transformations specific to the kind we're going through. Our country, our world doesn't have as much experience with that. And it could be over soon, in a sense, or maybe not. The effects will be far-reaching for many people. I am fairly protected in my privileged world, but relatively speaking, very much so, but not completely unaffected, and sometimes directly affected by the virus, like I was yesterday and today. But at the end of the day, I'm doing pretty good in my caterpillar transformative state, cocoon. Not quite a butterfly yet, but looking forward to it. And I thought that was a really good quote to paraphrase, and from Adyashanti, and he's a very helpful teacher for me, having studied a lot of the teachings of Zen and Buddhism that he had studied and kind of moved past, in the sense, moving past, at least, and moving past the bypassing, for sure, that he had experienced and sees. So if you don't know what spiritual bypassing is, I'm not gonna try to describe it right now, but definitely something to check out. Maybe lots of enlightened people coming out of this period of isolation, and we definitely need to be mindful of our own tendency to think that we are enlightened. And I tend to go the opposite way, where I don't believe it's even possible to be enlightened. And there are people who are, I think, or who have attained a great degree of enlightenment, and I don't claim that. And you know, certainly it's in a concept that he does a very good job of debunking and putting in perspective, but also saying that there are people who have this experience and knowledge, and they are real, but they're not that common. And if you say you're enlightened, you probably aren't. So he's a really good example of that, and I like to listen to his talks, and that was a particularly good one. So I'm going to try to end with that, and I'll talk to you soon.